Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones with me, Alpha by Omega, and King Rhaegar of the Iron Throne. So, he's 55 now, soon to be 60 basically, if we look at it that way. So he is well into the zenith of his wife, Queen Lyanna, his beloved, is now 48, so no more children for us, but we can still hope that our dynasty is gonna grow strong and big while we are alive. And we're gonna start this episode by actually planning the grand wedding for the betroth, which we promised, for Prince Rhaegar of the Iron Throne and Rhaegar Martell. Now, we've never really done a great wedding before, but we're going to do it right now for 465 gold to solidify our control on the Dorne area. So let's unpause it, have it happen, and it's going to be fine. Prince Rhaegar and Rhaegar Martell. Nimeros, not the Niemos, but Nimeros Martell. They're traveling. I like how it's showing how they're going through the whole long table, has to raise grain water. You have 4 months until it begins. So in the meantime, we can actually look at our area. So we have managed to finish the swinger. The next one would be Outer Bailey's, 522 gold. It's kind of interesting how far Prince Rhaegar got it. From the Bastion and Curtain Walls all the way to the Swinger, and with the possibility of building the Outer Bailey's as well. Cool. Neighbor rulers, 1 war. So what's going on in the north? Is it unifying? Is it falling apart? Stone barracks have been constructed at Visenya Hill. Nice. So that's a level 3. Level 4 would be mobile camps. And the wedding ceremony starts. I can't wait. So this is time for revelry, time for joy. We have no negative traits at all, with the exception of Scarred, which is also a positive trait. And yeah, the Smelly Court, but that one should be gone next year. Make way for the King's Guard. Make way for the King's Guard, the yell echoed from the end of the throne room. You turn just in time to watch as Horace, marching at alarming speed, shouts at the young Alice. Severely injured? Are you kidding me? Who stands Gormose in his path? Whether due to willfulness or ignorance, Alice does not get the message. The child is trampled beneath the stomping heel of your Kingsguard, who crashes through her with little more than a casual glance, affording the child the same attention as if he had stepped in a puddle. Mashed by the boots, Alice now lays on the courtroom floor, moaning in pain, and Horace marches his way to your side to being the morning swan. You're kidding me, he trampled a child just to stand next to me. Horace, are you mad? Go help Alice to her feet. Yeah, are you mad? Well, the poor child is severely wounded. Can we do something for her? I wish we could ask the Maester to look at her or something like that, but we can't, unfortunately. So hopefully she's not gonna die. No, health is fine. Okay, so severely injured for a child does not, I guess, does not mean much. Hopefully. Well, we'll see. Horace is now her guardian, so that is actually, well, this might be the worst thing that happened to her so far. Being she's a bastard and all, becoming the ward of Lord Commander of the Kingsguard might not be a bad start of life. So grand wedding, a misstep. I'm enjoying the ceremony, proud of what I managed to organize. Everything has gone well so far, and as soon as I think it, I know I've jinxed it. Jian freezes in confusion, having cruelly forgotten what the next step of the ceremony is. It happens. This is option because we are our intent is to recreate ourselves. Yeah, it happens. We're not gonna make a big deal out of it at all. Grand wedding, a father's heart. The day has finally come, and I couldn't have been prouder of my Rhaegar, the beautiful groom. As the person standing by my side has unwillingly discovered, look at him, isn't he radiant? And it's such a good match, everything is perfect. By my side, Prince Valerian just smiles politely. Are you jealous, dude? What's going on? I'm just so proud. Aren't you jealous? No, I'm just so proud. I mean, we're not gonna build up rivalry among our children. That's not good parenting. Actually, one thing that I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna commission an artifact. That's one thing that we have been waiting for so long, and it hasn't happened. So we're gonna have a crown made up for ourselves. Maybe someone is gonna come around with an inspiration, but if it doesn't, then we want to have it. The ceremony has finally reached its climax. The traditional rituals have been completed, and all that's left are the final vows, the formal consent, the seal of the marriage. As both Prince Rhaegar and Lady Jeanne says I do, the crowd starts cheering, and we all stand witness to the beginning of their life together. Exciting. With all the formalities behind us, it is now time to celebrate. I signal for the servants to bring out the food and drinks and to shepherd the guests to the feast venue. Enjoy. A scheme at court. My master of whispers has come to me for discovery. He is certain that my guest, a Darion, is scheming against my Kingsguard Lucas. Throw him in jail. Oh. So you're... No, we're gonna imprison him. Corin increased his intrigue by 1. Grand wedding, a pleasing atmosphere. Ah, is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chattering, while flickering torchlights play off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. Coordinating so many people and servants is an underappreciated task, one with no small degree of subtle difficulty to it, and it's pleasing to see it done well. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things in life. This is where I want to be. Good folk to mingle with here. Chance to be seen with the great and the good. Good folk to mingle with here. Let's meet new people. So wait, let's look at Corin, our wolf boy. Well, he is learning 8, intrigue 3, stewardship 2, martial 2, and diplomacy 6. Considering he was raised by wolf, that's really not bad. Prince Rhaegar, they married, notable guest has arrived. And let me see about the prisoner. So we could ransom you for a hook, but you are actually going to convert and you're going to go to the wall. Well, so we're not going to convert you, but we're going to banish you. Conspiring to kill a Kingsguard. You must have lost your mind. After a long time, Kingsguard is actually complete. And they're not bad. The sad part though is that Viserys is still the worst guy in there. He's wounded though. So, grand wedding, can't get away. As the wedding host, I know I should be spending time with the couple and their families, but I just can't tear myself away from my friend Arthur. I can see Lady Jeanne starting to glare at me, but every time I try to excuse myself, Arthur has me howling with laughter all over again. What a joy to have Arthur here with me. Jeanne, can join us. They become rivals. Let's sneak out so we can talk properly. We're gonna trade Confider. You must excuse me, my friend. Let's sneak out so we can talk properly. I like my friends. A little of them as there may be. I really do like them. So you're forging me a crown. I wish I could do something to make it better. And another thing. Every feast, there's always one. Every single feast. Oh, that's this guy. You gain snooty. So very interesting. Gentle exit the conversation. 93% chance that we can gain a 1 diplomacy lifestyle perk. Nice. Heart of the family. Close family opinion plus 15. Thoughtful. Let's go with the heart of the family. Plus 15. Close family opinion. Sorry for the skip. Had an important phone call. So heart of the family is looking pretty good. Now let's get back to the festivities and see what's gonna happen next. Troubled brother. The pleading gaze I received from my brother Viserys is taking on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner he has hid in all evening, and the walls are hindering his escape. The poor man has never been good with people. Cynical? Yeah, he's solitary too. Viserys, I need to talk to you in private. Let's save him. We know what it feels like. 13 days until the end. Shimmering, shining. Fine sculptures, exotic tapestries, strange foreign flower arrangements, and more festoon the banquet hall. A veritable feast for the eyes. Near my seat, both Lord Paramount Balon and Prince Valerian share their opinions on the decorations. Now this is what I was expecting, boomed Balon. A venue fit for a truly grand wedding. Frankly, I find it all a little exhausting, moans Valerian. I don't even know what's a seat and what's a decorative sculpture. Don't get involved. Speech. We already know this event. We are asked to have a nice speech, so we can praise the happy couple, praise the party, or we can awkwardly sit down. I think we're gonna praise the happy couple. I can see that all guests are satisfied and pretty tired, but the day of celebration is not over yet. I quickly organize a festive procession to lead the newlyweds to their bedchamber. Let's let the newlyweds celebrate privately. For us who remain, let's pour another drink. You want to get us a weapon, and we're not interested in that. Guest Lord Manfrey of Water Gardens, Lady Idella of Water Gardens. Interesting. Oh, we haven't paused. I was wondering what's going on. A meeting of houses. With the newlyweds retired for the evening, the braziers are lit, the flagons filled, and musicians rallied for festivities long into the night. Hours later, I find myself looking hazily through the smoke at Lord Manfrey, father of the bride, who has just been coughing uncontrollably in mirth. At last he says, "You know, I wasn't sure about you Targaryen sort, but you are all right." Rude. Reckless. Well, that reminds me, I need your opinion. So we can help him by increasing his stats. More hashish. More. Oh. We get a trait Milk of the Poppy Addict. Anger Reveler. Okay. Or we must keep in contact. We are family now. This reminds me, I need your opinion. Increases diplomacy by 1. Wounded, my injured courtier. My courtier Clement has been wounded, and his flesh has contracted foulness and swelling. If the right kind of treatment is administered, and the mother is merciful, he should make it. Well, he won't. Will he? No, actually, that's someone else. Grand wedding, dynastic doubts. Tired after a long day's waiting and socializing, my son and brother and I ensconced ourselves at a table to mull over the union. Valerian speaks quietly. You know, I must say I still have misgivings. I worry for my nephew. How can an unbeliever like her be trusted? She will twist Rhaegar away from the 7 who are the 1. Come, nephew, Viserys sighs. Give it time. Grant them a moon together before you pass such judgments. What of it? Leave love to the bards. It is in the 7 who are 1's hand. Trust me, it's a good... Well, we arranged it, so trust me, it's a good match. "10 days until the ending. Your spouse, Queen Lyanna, is impressed." Nice. And here we go. Conclusion. When finally the last guest leaves, I look around at the deserted venue. The food leftovers, the spilled tea on the floor, the echoes of people's laughter still lingering in the air, and feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I did a very fine job organizing it. Thank you all for coming. So we gain 1200 prestige. We gain Magnificent Host for 20 years. Nice. We lose 150 stress. We gain 250 piety. And we only lost for stress because we are solitary. Every guest gained for the opinion of me. And every court vassal, of which were none, gained for the opinion of me extra. And Targaryens gained 200 renown. That was actually really nice. So, unfortunately, our Maester has died. I don't know why. And... okay. Someone of my court. Was it the Maester? It might have been... yeah, no courtier merits the position, so okay. Let's send for Maester. Because that's the only thing we can do now. My injured courtier. My beneficiary Arana has been wounded, and the injury runs deep. Severely injured. There's nothing that can be done. My injured brother. What the hell is going on? Okay, we arrived back home. The new Maester of King's Landing, Garrick, 61. He's a maester. And he doesn't even have the hero's trait. No, you go, and we are going to get a different one. Can we get a different one, right? Please tell me I can get a different one. No! He will not accept. Okay, well, unfortunately he was a really bad courtier, so he wouldn't have helped either way. So we can get centralization or organized muster rolls. Let's get the organized muster rolls. Level reinforcement rate plus 100%. But this is an issue. Inspired person can be sponsored. We're not interested in that. Come on. Hold court. Wait, I can do one. I can do a certain thing here. When we were, what was the healer? No, Maester. I can search for the trait Maester, and maybe we can find someone who would be really good. Novice physician, novice physician. Anyone that has architect. I'm looking for someone who would have... Okay, let's do this differently. Physician. And let's see if we can find someone who has... I wish I could search for level 2, but this is gonna have to do... actually, let's sort them by age. Let's look at the oldest ones first. Okay, so you're a renowned physician actor. He's 82. Though... where's you? Okay, you're 73. Could we invite you to court? You will not accept. My lodging standards. Hold on. What's the issue with my lodging standards? Is it middling lodgings? Guess I'm more likely to stay longer, or most likely to stay longer. Okay, let's get grand lodgings because we deserve it, and this ought to help with our courtier search now. Because I believe that if we find the Maester and invite him to a court, it ought to work. So who was here? Actually, actor. Would actor come? No, he's infirm. Okay, so that's not gonna work. You are 78, Maesters Nico Aaron. Could invite you. 25. Old gods. We want someone with the faith in the 7. Vengeful, gregarious, calm, an insightful thinker. Herculean. Wow. Okay, what about you? Oh, you're actually landed. Okay, so we can't get you. But I believe we could get you. You are solitary, brave, vengeful, and cynical. Loyal. Herculean, scarred, maester, and skilled fighter. would not accept. Our lodging standards are helping us greatly in this one, but we would have to probably give him a gift, which I'm not interested in. So who else? You're infirm. Oh, you're a herbalist. And a lunatic. Okay, that's not a great combination. Stefan is a maester and a renowned physician. And he's infirm. Physician, novice physician. You're 72 guys. I would expect you to be much better at this by now. Okay. Herdhorn is cynical, craven, and gluttonous. Insightful thinker, pilgrim, genius. Okay, would you come? You will accept. Okay. So let's get him on our court. And we are going to name him a maester because I think that should work. Right? Food taster. Yes, okay. So Herndon is our new maester. Actually, I never thought about it this way, but that's a good way how to get the best one. So we search for someone who is renowned, and we found one maester, and we're gonna get him into our court, which is actually great. Much a better way for us as the king to do so rather than get a fresh one from the citadel. Okay, I don't know what happened. Did someone die? But we lost our spy master. Tywin would like to become our spy master. Rank. I hate you, and you started to like me for some reason now. Friendly, impressed. And we would like to imprison you or get rid of you, but we really can't, can we? Yeah, we don't have any reason to. So let's give it to you, Tywin, because you like us and your father liked us as well. We're gonna escape to Summerhall to get a bit of rest. Inspiration, a name to remember. Yes, the crown is going to be dedicated to my beloved Lyanna. Okay, let's hope we can do something here and get a better crown, because the one that we melted into the spear was definitely worth it, but not entirely happy. Okay, we get a new child here. Aegon Targaryen has been born to Lord Vienel of Starpike and our daughter Princess Rhael. Wow, they already have 3 children. Nice. Aegon, Rhaegar, and Viserys. 3 children. Nice. Rhael is on top of making our dynasty more numerous. Menisa can come to the court. And Liberty faction. Traitors will have to answer to me. Okay, let's hold the court. First in line, approach me. King Shivamanst. Okay, this is Prince Viserys of Dorne. Wait, I'm faced with Prince Viserys of Dorne's sad eyes, which grew larger and more pitiful as his acquaintance Vaella gently ushers him forward towards my throne. Brave, generous, and lazy, flamboyant trickster, schemer, comely. She's pleasant to look at. Okay. Valued intrigue courtier. King Shivamans, the boy has been at your court with no one to watch over him since the disappearance of his dear papa. Please look into his future. He is my blood after all. No fear, I shall raise the boy myself. For my hands are full, but I will find him a home. Con. No. Shouldn't. You know what we could do here. Unfortunate, but not the crown's problem. And I am actually going to send him to our heir, who is ruling over... Yep, he's ruling over this whole area. So you are going to have Prince Viserys as your ward. I kinda don't like sending Viserys to Aegon the Child Killer, but well, okay, let's still, because he is the rightful ruler of Dorne, so eventually what I would do if we continue to play, I would revoke the title from actually our heir, when he comes to the throne, he's gonna have the title and he can give it to our grandson, so that's how I would deal with that. Scourge. Lady Vela storms to the front of my throne room. My liege, many think Prince Valerian should become your successor over Prince Aegon. Why? Prince Aegon is an insightful thinker, but he's not too much of a fighter. Valerian, honestly, is an interesting choice. Mayor training. He's a knight. It is known across 7 kingdoms of the Iron Throne, your heir Prince Aegon so offense as to make offense a skill. The bloody villain lingers outside of taverns and taunts drunken peasants into fights. Several have died in these brawls, where he kills for sport. What? I don't think that's true. What would this be based on? Oh, incapable. Murderer. Something happened to him. Due to physical injury or mental disability, Aegon is unable to take care of himself or make decisions independently. Callous. Can we see his history? I think there's a way how to... Yeah, memories of this character. Yeah, a tragic incident cost me my health and my independence. 29th of the 11th moon. But I don't know what... This year? Was it this year? My daughter Rael has drowned. Oh God. Oh, that was actually... He had a really troubling life. My mother Elia succumbed to inherent weakness and became a squire. My grandfather Eris died and became the ruler of the High Lordship of Dragonstone. That's where we parted ways with him and the ruler of Lord Permanency of Dragonstone. He married Princess Rhaenys. He was knighted, got a squire. His daughter Rael was born. He came to King Rhaegar's defense against Aegon's attempted war. My brother Viserys was killed. Well, it doesn't say who he killed, the child killer. He had to murder a child, but the fact that he is incapable, that happened 23rd of the first moon. So that had to happen recently. 11th moon, so about 2 months ago. She sighs, but I'm sure he will deny having done this. A wolfish grin spreads across Prince Aegon's face. Oh, I absolutely did. Very sweet, he takes after his father. This is the last straw, Prince Valerian it is. So what would this mean? Prince Valerian will become our designated heir. Every court of vassal loses opinion of me for 10 years. He will gain the trait disinherited. Now this is going to mean that he is going to come after me, but the fact that he is incapable means that he won't be able to rule at all. And he's being, Princess Rhaenys is actually taking care of stuff now. So forget about everything else. He unfortunately cannot be the ruler as incapable. Frontier fracas. The next petitioner is evidently somewhat of a stranger in this court, as I do not recognize him, and the eyes of Master-at-Arms Arnold has been on them since they first entered. My lord, I have to come to declare that the people of Stoutfast are refusing to pay the taxes you have levied upon us. In times past, our lands and people were granted rights and privileges which you recently ignored. We request that you address our concerns fairly, or else. Imprison this wretch Master-at-Arms and then crush the rabble. Trigger the ringleaders into an ambush. I'm willing to hear you out, Lionel. Masterful negotiator. Okay. So this is a good end to the episode, but I'm kind of sad having Prince Aegon, his daughter died and he himself leads nowhere basically. But the good news is that Prince Valerian is actually a child of me and Lyanna. So, after all that we thought about, it is actually that our, a child born from the marriage with Lyanna is going to be the destined heir. Too bad it's not Viserys, though, who was killed at Storm. I kind of like, I don't know if they changed this in the mod. They had to, because when we look at our dynasty, so many have died already. When you look at it, Rael and Rael, okay, 2 Raels died, 1 drowned. No, wait, that's what? No, that's because they're my children, so it's showing them twice. So Rael has died, and Prince Viserys has died, and now we have basically 6 children, 3 from Rael, 1 from Viserys with Rael, 1 from Valerian, and that one is also from Princess Arya. Okay, so, well, unfortunately it doesn't show much, but when you look at the screen you can see that a lot of people has already died. All of my siblings, and so on. So they're killing the people pretty nicely in this mod, because Crusader Kings 3, from my experience, have the tendency to, blow itself out of proportion. So it's kind of good to see that people are really, living in a bit more danger in this mod. But I guess glory to the next king, Prince Valerian, the Lord of Dice. That's A much better nickname than the Child Killer.